Now we come to the conquest. In the book of Joshua, the nation of Israel had finally arrived at the border of the promised land. But possessing the land was not going to be a walk in the park. They first had to conquer its inhabitants. God had already pronounced the judgment on the current inhabitants of the land. But he did not destroy them with water as in the days of Noah, nor with fire from heaven as he did with Sodom and Gomorrah. Instead, on this occasion, he decided to execute judgment on the inhabitants of that land through his people. So the children of Israel went forward under the leadership of Joshua and managed to conquer a large portion of the land. But they did not completely eliminate the inhabitants of the land as God had instructed them to. Some of the inhabitants were determined not to be conquered, and so they resisted ferociously. So much so that the Israelites decided to settle. Even though God had promised them victory, the Israelites did not make that extra effort needed to drive out these persistent fighters in order to complete the task God had given them. Instead, the Israelites decided to settle for what they had been able to conquer and allowed the more difficult inhabitants of the land to remain. This is the section of the Bible where you would find the Israelites crossing the Jordan River, Joshua chapter 3, the Battle of Jericho where the city walls collapsed, Joshua chapter 6, the Gibeonites deceiving Joshua, Joshua chapter 9, and the sun standing still for Joshua, Joshua chapter 10.